Whoa, what's up there, fellas? Leaves are falling all around. It's time I was on my way. Thanks, much obliged. Such a pleasant stay. It's time for me to go, because Gollum and the evil one stole my girlfriend, brother, and that's Led Zeppelin for you right there. I was thinking about mana dorks. Mana dorks are creatures that make mana. I'm a huge fan of the dork, man. It's sack fodder, it's a blocker, can sometimes get pumped up with overrun effects. Mana dorks are straight utility. I've come a long way since the goofy days of finned horn elves and Ice Age. Looks like Beavis and Butthead just lurking with their little pig stickers in the woods, man. With their warm-looking vests, oddly warm-looking vests that they have on there. Mana dorks are a little vulnerable. They're creatures, which is probably the easiest type of card to get off the battlefield. But they do all kinds of crazy stuff. So let's dive in. But first, like Adriana Chechik, but first, dude, let's subscribe to the channel. I know, you're sitting there with your droopy pants and your Crocs and your Dorito dust on your shirt and you're thinking, I'm not subscribing to nothing. Well, reconsider that stance, brother. Many thanks to the patrons, the members here on YouTube, and of course all the Discord boys. I love you guys. Now, green, of course, is the undisputed heavyweight champion of Mana Dorks. Green is the Rocky Balboa and the Apollo Creed of Dorkdom, and there are some bangers. Now, we all know Delighted Halfling, Birds of Paradise, Bloom Tender, those are all great cards, but very pricey. And I'm not going to go through the video just suggesting cards everyone already knows are great. We're diving into the hidden gems here. Maybe you see something new like this guy. And that's the Generator's Servant. This guy's 1 in a red for a creature elemental. It's a 2/1. Has tap, sacrifice this creature, add 2 colorless mana. If that mana is spent on a creature spell, it gains haste until end of turn. Infinite potential given finite form. Listen, man, this is kind of an unconventional mana dork. It's one and done. Unless you're in an Alesha deck, then you're getting it back at will. If you have a commander that needs to hit and hit hard the turn it comes down, consider this little fella. He comes to hang out. He wants to chill with you guys, but he's made of mana, so you got to snap him in half, get that 2 mana, and that's it. And this is like $1, but it was way more expensive when it came out. I love Tree Folk, reminds me of my time in Vermont. Lots of events up there in Vermont, man. And in Vermont, too, this is something you should know. There are no good-looking people whatsoever. If you're not good-looking, go to Vermont, you're going to be a 10, dude. Fayborough Elder, 1 green and a white for a creature, Tree Folk Druid. It's a 0/0 Vigilance. Creature gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control. Has tap, for each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. Listen, this is a buck and change, alright? And I just wanted to highlight how good it is. That's all. Coming in at about $3 and worth every penny, Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. 2 and a green for a legendary creature, Elf Druid Scout. It's a 2/3. Has tap, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creature sources. But whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on Gwenna and untap it. Damn, dude, this is Elf Ball Nirvana and a damn beautiful card. I've gotten 6 mana off of this thing in a turn. It's hard to overestimate how impactful this thing can be. Man, we got a couple green ones in a row, but it's time to eat your vegetables, brother. And this dude with those Pilates abs is all vegetables, and that's the Elysian Caryatid. 1 and a green for a creature plant. It's a 1/1. Has tap, add 1 mana of any color. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, add 2 mana of any one color instead. Those who die as heroes are permitted to dwell in Elysia, a protected realm of the underworld as tranquil and vibrant as the rest is bleak. This guy has 20 damn cents. I slot this in a lot of decks because 2 mana for 2 mana is just too good to pass up. Alright, let's talk about an artifact here, and that's the Twitching Doll. This is 1 and a green for an artifact creature, Spider Toy. It's a 2/2. Has tap, add 1 mana of any color, put a nest counter on this creature. Has tap, sack it, create a 2/2 green spider creature token with reach for each counter on this creature. That's any type of counter, dude. So if you're in a +1/+1 counters deck, it starts to get pretty rad, man. Activate only as a sorcery. I love this so much, dude, especially in some Jund Aristocrat deck. Those 2/2s are twice as big as they have any right to be, honestly. Man, this card is a little more specific, but if you're in an Edgar deck, this is a shoo-in, man, and that's the Master of Dark Rites. 1 black mana, creature, vampire, cleric. It's a 1/1. Has tap, sack another creature, add black, black, black. Turns all your little vampire tokens into a dark ritual. But you can spend this mana only to cast vampire, cleric, and or demon spells. So if you have a demon deck, that's pretty rad too. I just adore the art on this thing. The golden cloth over her knees, the summoning imagery. It's just a gorgeous card, man. Now listen, man, this counts as a mana dork because it can tap for mana. And this one's pretty underrated. Inga and Asika, 2 green and a blue for a legendary creature, human god, it's a 4/4. Creatures you control have vigilance and tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell, so it's another restricted mana card. I love the art on this. You know, the regular version. It's like a zany Looney Tunes cartoon or something, man. You got those crazy cats, you got the rainbows. This is one of those Simic do-it-all cards, but it doesn't care about tokens, man. You can just generate pretty absurd mana. Now this is a new one for me, and that's the Nightshade Dryad. 1 and a green for a creature dryad. It's a 1/2, has Death Touch. Has tap, add colorless, or tap, add 1 mana of any color. Death is a natural part of life, dude. Without mulch to feed new sprouts, everything withers. This guy's really into the plant analogy. It's very specific for Eldrazi that require the wingdings. But listen, man, don't underestimate that Death Touch for a little later in the game when you don't need the mana. It's a beautiful, gorgeous card with some dark art. With those beautiful flowers, dude. You got a beautiful man in the woods. What more do you want? Let's take a look at a damn gorgeous lizard for your dragon decks. Too bad it's not a dragon itself. Used to be a Viashino, now it's a damn lizard. I love this guy, and that graveyard recursion ability is nuts, especially in a 5-color Scion of the Ur-Dragon deck. And that's Ravaz the Claw. Look at this card, man. 1 black and a red for a legendary creature, Lizard Warlock. It's a 3/3, has Menace, has tap, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon creature spells. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard. But whenever you cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard, it gains when this creature dies, exile it. Fantastic recursion. Look at this guy, the Phyrexian Armored Scrap Gorger. This guy is 1 and a green for a creature Phyrexian Beast. It's a 0/3, but it gets +3/+0 as long as it has 3 or more oil counters on it. Has tap, add 1 mana of any color. But whenever it becomes tapped, exile target card from a graveyard, put an oil counter on this creature. I don't know if this is supposed to be a Phyrexian Anteater or what, man. The art is a little sus if you ask me, dude, but that graveyard hate on a mana dork is phenomenal. Now, take a look at the art on this little number right here. It's the Thieving Varmint. This guy's 1 and a black for a Varmint. It's a 2/1, has Death Touch and Lifelink. Has tap, pay 1 life, add 2 mana of any 1 color. Spend this mana only to cast spells you don't own. Oh, man. After seeing what the Varmint was doing with her pocket watch, Elsa wasn't sure she even wanted it back. Sticking it up its butt, dude. That's a filthy, dirty dog. I'd never seen this one, man. It's a weird little ad for a theft deck. Ooh la la. Man, this has Offspring. Remember the Offspring? You got to keep them separated. Tender Wild Guide. This guy's 1 and a green for a creature Possum Druid. It's 2/2, has Offspring for 2. Has tap, add 1 mana of any 1 color. Has tap, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Listen, man, what's better than 1 mana dork? 2, brother. 2 are better than 1. What the heck is this? The rare blue mana dork? The Vidalcan Engineer. 1 and a blue for a creature Vidalcan Artificer. It's a 1/1. Has tap, add 2 mana of any 1 color. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate abilities of artifacts. Ah, man, it's a great card for your damn artifact deck, dude. 2 mana for that beautiful little astronaut over there. Ah, this one does it all, man. You got the Curious Homunculus. Tap, add colorless, spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell. But at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 3 or more instant and or sorcery spells in your graveyard, transform it. Transforms into the Voracious Reader. It's a big old 3/4 with prowess. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Fantastic. I love this card in a lot of decks, man. Those Spellslinger decks, brothers. I like how it's freaky in the front, freakier in the back, just like old Nikki G. And man, if you're casting stuff from the yard and you're in a Simic deck, I got one more for you. The Root Coil Creeper. Look at this creep, dude. Green and blue for a creature plant horror. It's 2/2, has tap, add 1 mana of any color. Has tap, add 2 mana of any 1 color. Spend this mana only to cast spells from your graveyard. Green, blue, tap, exile it. Return target creature card with flashback you own from exile to your hand. So a baseline, this is a little 2 mana fixer mana dork. But there are decks where you're casting a lot of flashback spells and creatures from the graveyard and all that cool stuff. So listen, man, it's a fine Tuesday here. I just wanted to say hi to you fellas and ladies out there in the community. Just remember, brothers, the stuff on the internet isn't real, all right? It's all just in the internet, man. Could be AI. You don't know. Just think about that before you get upset about something. Just make sure it's real first, you know? It's not a political thing because both sides of the political aisle definitely do this. I see a lot of people getting bamboozled out there. It's mostly for the old folks out there. You know, my dad sees something online. He's like, oh man, that cat just made a whole pie, dude. And I'm just like, that's not real, dude. That's AI. You're getting scammed. And it makes me worry about the people out there in the world, man. So check on your old folks. Check on babies too, man. If you see a baby just hanging out on the side of the road, dude, check them out, man, because they might be getting bamboozled by AI. Nikki G, Better Commander, signing off.